Jai Shri Mata Ji. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Very happy New Year to everyone. Let's bow down to Shri Mata Ji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us clear our left channel. Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Ganesha, you are Sakshat Shri Mahakali. Kindly remove all the imbalances on our left channel through the earth element. Kindly remove all the thoughts which are coming from our past. Now let us balance our right channel. Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati. You are Sakshat Shri Hanuman. Kindly remove all the imbalances on our right channel through the sky element. Kindly remove all the thoughts which are coming from our future. Now let us balance our central channel. Let us move our attention from Mooladhara to the Sahasrara, moving our attention on the central channel slowly. Let us keep our attention steady on Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly bring us into complete balance. Kindly bring us our attention in the present. And kindly remove all the obstacles in our spiritual ascent. Now let us listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
Happening by which the creation of God is going to get its fulfillment and is going to know its meaning. It is that great. Perhaps we do not realize it. But when we say we are Sahajogis, you have to know that to be a Sahajogi, how much identified you should be with the truth of Sahajoga. And so many misidentifications which are hanging on to you must be got rid of. People call it a sacrifice. I do not think it is a sacrifice. If you think something is hampering your way, you try to take out that hurdle. In the same way, if you stand out from your obstructions, you will be able to understand that these obstructions are standing in your way and they are not your own. They are stopping your progress. So you should get this misidentification out of your minds completely and try to be more and more yourself and not a misidentification. This is one of the problems I think people have here. Whenever I get any complaints or anything, I understand that still the level of understanding about Sahajoga is not up to that point. It's a tremendous task. And for that, if you are the people who have to come up, and if you are the people who have to fight it, you have to understand it in its full extent and also understand where you stand for it. How much you have to do, how much you have to improve yourself, because you are the people who are going to take this Sahajoga to that position where it has to reach. Because as far as I am concerned, I have nothing to do anymore. I have done it. Now it is for you to receive, you have to imbibe into it, and you have to change the whole thing. That is your job, and that's why it is a serious matter. The second point, I always have been saying that due to ego problem, we are very much disintegrated. We are so disintegrated that the connection with the divine is never properly established. As I have said it, that this instrument, if it is divided into 5 parts and all the 5 parts are fighting with each other, you cannot get anything done through this instrument, though it is connected to the mains. In the same way, if you still remain disintegrated, you cannot get that connection. For example, you see, people come down here, I've seen, for Sahaja Yoga. Now they have other interests and there's other priorities, other things are there which are very important for them. All the time they're wasting their time for that. And then they will say that, Mother, we are not progressing much in Sahaja Yoga. If you decide, as he has told you, that we have to do Sahaja Yoga first and the other things are secondary, then only the Sahaja Yoga can be really established into you. We'll have some Sahaja Yogis of a very high level. I know that. And we'll have some of very mediocre level. Some would be absolutely useless and some would be absolutely thrown away. We'll have all types. That also I know. Now it is for you to decide. Where do you come? How far you are going to? If you are going to waste your time in thinking about other Sahaja Yogis and small things and trivial things, as he has said, your disintegration is going to be increased. You are going to separate it much more because all this decision is taken through your ego. I don't like it, I don't do it, I don't see it. If you could somehow or other see your ego working, then you can get rid of it. And that is the thing one has to do, not to fight the ego. I never say fight the ego, but surrendering is the only way your ego can go. And that's why the progress in the West, as you have seen it, is much less that is in India. Take his case, I would say, a particular case of Venugopalan is really remarkable because he is a man who is holding a very big position in India. If here I see even if a person who is a, say a dishwasher, he comes to Sahaja Yoga, still his ego is so big, even our Prime Minister won't have such a big ego as he has. I mean, the way he'll talk like that, I don't like it, I do this. I'm myself amazed the way people, you see, everybody has become the King of England or what, the way they talk. See, this is something one should tell people when they come here, that don't waste Mataji's energies in arguing and this and that, because everybody thinks no end of themselves here. And that is the biggest hurdle that they have. When they even come first time, you find it so difficult. I have to show all my appreciation of their ego all the time just to satisfy them so that they come around. And this is how the progress becomes less. Now, in his case, he is a person who has been to all kinds of horrible gurus. And his wife has been also to all kinds of horrible gurus. Because of another extreme in India we have, that we must respect all the saints. But these days the saints are fake saints. Not only fake saints, but some of them are devils. So they are not going to say we are devils. When they do not say they are devils or whatever it is, they do not come in their proper form. These simple innocent people who are seeking God, just go to them, give their heart, do everything, and then they find that they are devils. Once they discover they are devils, then they are surprised. Then they come back from there, they go to another guru, but the harm is done. But they get rid of their harm because they recognize that harm has been done and they know what is the truth, what is to expect. I would say it is the blessing of that country that people know what to expect. You see, like, people would not like to go, those who are really of a very good quality people, will not go to a man who shows some sort of a sensationalization or some sort of a, what you call the chamatkar, is a miracle. They would not go. But they'll go to other subtler people who are very cunning and they put up another kind of a show and just say that, no, this is the way you can achieve the highest. And that's how most of the Sahaja Yogis in India also have been, except for the village people and the district people. Most of the city people have been to some guru or some. But despite all that, they have left everything. I've told them you have to beat them with shoes, they'll do everything morning till every day he does his sadhana for 1 hour, though he's a very busy man. Here even to get up in the morning, people grudge. I mean, what can you do with such slow moving people? You see, it's absolutely very difficult. And this is what I feel that we must understand, that we have a very great responsibility. Very great responsibility in the West, because this has to happen in London. It has to happen in England to begin with. And that's why you bear a very big responsibility. You have to evaluate yourself and you have to evaluate Sahaja Yoga again and again and again. And know that what makes you slow is your ego. Or even superego is there, no doubt. But ego is the main problem. I must tell you, ego is the main problem. But I dare not say to anyone, this is your ego, because that will just jump onto my head. But try to see your ego, how it is deviating. Because it is your own joy you are seeking. It is your own property you are seeking. It is your own that is hidden from you, for which you have been seeking for ages now. That is what I have to expose for. What is there to argue with a person who is trying to give you the highest? It's just a waste of energy. Do not waste your energy onto these things, onto frivolous things about finding fault. Now, he has been organizing our Delhi camp. He is the one who has organized our printing of the book, and a smooth, absolute. I have not known any problems there. You just tell them that this has to happen, all right. I do not know how it works out. You have stayed in Delhi, you have seen how many people were there. Never a problem. Did you hear anybody complaining? Or anybody quarreling or fighting among themselves? Nothing of the kind. You see, this is not the sign of intelligence either, of all the time trying to find faults with each other or trying to blame yourself. Both things are wrong. Best thing is to grow in wisdom. We must grow in wisdom. We'll ourselves see that we are becoming wiser and wiser. Some of you are really very grown up. And some of you still go up and down. And some of you still very low. So all of us have to get up and all of us have to go together. If somebody has also achieved something, it is of no use to Sahaja Yoga, as I've told you. It's a collective thing that is going to work. All of you have to work it out. And it is so sweet that you have real brothers and sisters all over the world today. When you will go there with a full heart, they are going to receive, as you have received him with full heart. But we all must come up to a point where we can face each other with full love, with openness, without any worry about anything, without any fear of anyone. But just they are your brothers and you are their brothers. And that you have to love them. That's only possible when we'll get out of our fears here. Because there is also another side to it, that ego always have a fear. Because it aggresses others, it is afraid also. Because it knows others can aggress. So this is a point we have got to think about. But that never means that you in any way despise yourself. Never. You are saints, you must know that. You are realized souls. How many there are realized souls in this world? How many there are who can raise the Kundalini? How many there are who understand what is vibration is? I'm going to tell you on Guru Puja what things you have achieved and how many things you have got within you, built in now, which are working, and how your chakras are awakened through Sahaja Yoga. As he says, yes, it has happened. But what are we doing about it? It's the greatest of greatest that can happen to anyone that you know. Also, you know, this is the greatest happening which was prophesied long time back as the last judgment. You know that this is the way you are going to be judged. So we have to work very hard. We have to work. It is effortlessly given to you, all right, but to maintain it, to keep it up, to go higher, we have to religiously work it out with a very humble attitude, receiving more and more and more, imbibing it into your being. Let it trickle into your being, completely covering it. Let that joy, that eternal bliss come into you. I'm so anxious for that. Do not make yourself a small person. Have a bigger vision. Have a bigger ideas, because now you belong to the bigger thing, the biggest of all, the primordial, the highest, to the Virata. If you realize your importance, then you'll work it out. See, If you see an Indian Sahajogi, you'll be amazed. He sleeps for only 2-3 hours or 4 hours. But he'll not give up his sadhana. If he can get a full sleep, he's all right. First thing is saying 1 hour for sadhana in the morning, I have to get it out somehow. But sleep, we have been sleeping all our lives. We have to correct ourselves. We have to rise. We have to go ahead. To achieve your own. That's the main point is. See your own selfishness, I'm telling. To know yourself is the greatest selfishness. If you do not know yourself, all the selfishness is useless. As we call it swartha. In Sanskrit it is said swartha. Swartha means selfishness. Swartha. If you break it, swartha. If you know the meaning of your swa, means yourself, then it is the greatest selfishness. So this is what it is. And we are very happy that he's here. We'll be going to India also next year. We are planning to come to India. And you are going to meet, lots of them may come to Delhi and Bombay. They are all waiting for you. They are all planning how to receive you. They are so happy that so many of Sahajogis from London and all over will be coming, and you know how they look after you and how they are happy and how they are joyous. And certain things definitely have gone wrong with us. We know that. We should understand them because these are the troubles of our overthinking and over reading and over domination. But we can get rid of it very easily. It is just to detach yourself and see for yourself, addressing yourself. Now, Mr., how are you? If you say like that, immediately your attention will go through yourself. You will see your outer being. That is very important. The more you see yourself clearly, the better it is. You have to face yourself. And you do not want to face. You are afraid of facing yourself because you have been aggressing others and you are afraid to aggress in a way that is towards yourself. But there won't be any aggression because that's the perfect state where you see yourself, neither you aggress anyone nor you are aggressed by anyone. You just see yourself clearly, and that is what you have to see. Gradually you start seeing your chakras, you seeing your problems, your thing, you know that, how gradually it develops. But everybody wants a quick results. It's all right. If you want quick results, all right. Are you like that? If you are like that, you will get a quick results. If you are not, then be patient with yourself. Not with me, but with yourself. I am saying you have to be patient because there's a problem with you. So you have to be patient with yourself and not with anybody else. That's the main point. If you are patient with yourself, this is a long promised thing which you are going to get. But you must learn to be patient with yourself and not to be angry with yourself, not to debase yourself or not to aggress yourself onto others. It's a very simple thing. It's the simplest thing to do. But because of our complex life and our complicated thinking, we have become quite twined up into things. It can easily be get out. You can just slip out of it without any difficulty. I know that. You can do it. So forget about all these things. Like my father, my sister, my brother, all these problems will be burnt in no time as soon as your light runs straight. Everything will burn away. Nothing will be left but your light and others who will come to you for enlightenment. I know that we are going to have a big day for a Guru Puja. Before that, I would request you to prepare yourself. I may do something great, but I must have a proper recipient. So that you must prepare yourself. Think about it. Are you loving others? Are you in love? Are you in love with everyone? Just to think that you love everyone is so great. I mean, you ask me. Everybody says, Mother, you look so young. How do you look it? Because I always think of how much I have to love. Is there so much love I have to give to others? Just think how great it is to love others. You know how people treat me sometimes, doesn't it? I still love. I enjoy playing with it. In the same way, you should love. And love is the thing that is going to unfold beautifully like a lotus, you see, opens out its petals and the beautiful fragrance starts flowing. In the same way, your heart will open out and the fragrance of love will spread throughout the world. It will ring into people. I know it can happen. The sooner, the better. And the choice is your own, which you have to make a choice. So I'm very happy because such a beautiful song to hear. And just before Christmas, which is a very big thing for me, you know that. And in the same way, we are having another Christmas now. Christmas to celebrate a new Christ born within us. Let us prepare for his coming. And how you prepare is not by running away from yourself, not by getting into frivolous things, but by working it out beautifully, cleansing. Cleansing has to be done if the self has to be established in the temple of this being. May God bless you all.
Mahamantras. Thank you, Shimataji, again and again for this beautiful collective morning meditation. Thank you for all your blessing. Thank you for all your protection. Jai Shimataji. Let's bow down to Shimataji and take Bandhan. We will continue our morning meditation tomorrow, same time, 6 a.m. Jai Shri Mataji.